on lane to get fat and buy BKB and be useful, but now you can't counter.
Oh, Bloodseed. There's just so many good heroes for dyrachyo to pick here on that last pick. Like, I could already think of a couple, but...
Thank you very much for the very illuminating interview, as always, as Quinn and Seleri are going to find a few members of Talon. We can't even introduce the teams. As the Blood Right comes out.
Reflection.
Plasma Field onto tOfu, the Blood Grenade to follow. He might be the first Blood, and indeed he is, and it goes to Mikoto.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a sick Tidehunter game. You've got a lot of stuff where you can just stand your ground, combo breaks, the Ravage, tOfu taking a beating here.
Tombstone down as well, 23 Savage.
Ooh, 23.
Pretty low to the Thunder Strike, but Ace taking a decay. The zombies are coming. He's getting up a gush onto Oli, so he takes a couple pop shots from the tower. And the glimpse back into said tower. Oli, another couple shots from the tower. Is it going to be enough with the Thunderbolt as well? Yes, it is. tOfu claims a kill.
Is that you have the very classic Ember Coddle combo. And that against the Radiant heroes, they don't have the best.
Quinn? He actually dies in the river going for the said water rune. So Mikoto now level 5. Looks like Quinn is losing mid.
I mean, maybe just, up top, 23 in Oli.
Yeah, that's a metamorphosis.
2 levels in Kraken Shell, so he might be okay here.
Went for a 1-2-0 build, as tOfu's going to get a glimpse onto 23 Savage, as his courier's actually going to die as well. These pro players sure do forget about their couriers. Feel bad for their pets at home, as tOfu getting chased under his own tower. Oli is technically surrounded, but it's a lot of low HP targets from Gaimin Gladiators. Here comes Seleri to link up with the disruptor of all heroes.
23 coming back.
Still in the meta form, and Seleri, he rotates just to die. And now, Gush coming out on Ace.
Sticks and Fairy still.
Glimpse back. Yeah, he's doing just fine. As tOfu's sacrificing even more HP just to get a Blood Grenade out. He wishes that they'd get IO Lesh more often, because he's just been playing Lesh alone, and they've been winning. And now they're going to get the IO on top as dyrachyo completely surrounded. The Tombstone coming from the south, he runs right into it. And that's going to lead to an eventual kill. Jabz on the board.
Well, all I can assure you that is by 20 minutes in this game, Jabz will want to have and will need to have a BKB. Up mid though.
Yeah, but we got some action on the Quinn, but Mikoto.
Oh, he still gets him!
Oh my goodness, that the Lesh was out as Seleri was linked up. And
Talon, like the 3-man ball, the shield rune as Ace.
Trying to go for the deny.
Good deny from tOfu.
And they actually TP in with Ace, getting off the Ravage onto 2. The kinetic field with the Pulse Nova damage is there from Quinn, so they give up the tier 1 tower, but it was denied. It's a big slight coming in to take out tOfu, as that shield rune still activated as Jabz off the plasma field, but I don't think they're going to get much more. Gaimin Gladiators did a lot more than I thought they would. dyrachyo actually making rotation now as well. Gets the rupture with the Blood Right, focusing everything that they have onto Jabz. Even a meteor hammer being used, but Quinn dies first, Razor after.
Even after maybe not the most perfect start, getting closer to a Maelstrom.
Quinn getting gone on by Mikoto. There's a link from Seleri though. Gets off the Split Earth. You can see the Tombstone coming in though. Looks like Talon still want to fight. They're going to take out the Tombstone as the Rupture comes out onto Q, stuck inside that kinetic field. But the damage onto dyrachyo is out of control. He's just dead. First one to drop, in fact. And now Quinn trying to get something else out of this. He gets off a Lightning Storm and then dies of his own accord as well. So 2 cores down for Gaimin, and all they get is the Keeper of the Light. This double damage. I mean, we saw this yesterday with Quinn, where he's getting every rune. It's a double kill from Mikoto. The blind slight, beautifully done.
That's when Razor really pops off. You go in there with your BKB, you launch on a target with your ult and link, and you take that fine. But here comes Gaimin.
Yep, Quinn and company, they find Oli. There's a Static Storm. He gets off his Flesh Golem and the Tombstone. It's going to take a while to rip right through him. They do get the kill, though, as Quinn is going to get sent back with the IO for the relocate play, just to be able to survive. tOfu looks to be very dead. So for now, it's a 1-for-1, but Seleri,
we'll find him.
They're waiting for him. Gonna get the link onto the creeps with the overcharge to follow, but eventually Mikoto gets another double kill in the game.
Just to keep delaying the fight. So on these 3 item timings, as tOfu is just gonna be easily picked up here. That's a god like Mikoto.
Yep, he's food. Rupture comes out onto Mikoto, standing his ground. His Watch is the one taking a lot of damage. On a beautiful splitter onto the support in the back line. They're gonna be able to take out them easily, but Mikoto does remnant away. I always wondered if somebody's going to go for like a quick Aghanim Scepter on the Tide, if he would ever go for the other 10 Talon. We'll talk about that in just a minute, as Oli will be caught out, does get the Tombstone down. It's probably a little bit of slow potential as Makoto's there, along with the TB, but the Static Storm placed on the outside of the kinetic field. The relocate will not go through, and Quinn gets punished. trying to take out that really annoying Undying. And it's going to cost them 3 members. Does Mikoto's BKB comes out to be able to counteract the glimpse. I mean, is there any... Have you ever seen the slow taken for the... God, I can never talk about this talent. I just want to talk about some boring shit.
He doesn't have BKB from the kill.
Spirit inside the Static Storm.
Ooh,
and
that's a big one.
Mikoto is killed.
And you know who got the kill for that? tOfu got 1,000 gold from this goddamn kill on Mikoto.
That's all for his Axe. Quinn and Seleri going to the high ground to get the tower, but
there's
a lot of people there. Seleri is going to get dropped right off the bat, and now Quinn attempting to TP. Good luck, sir. Double kill for Jabz as he gets ruptured, and dyrachyo.
Big boy dyrachyo.
And the BKB comes down, and now dyrachyo doesn't do too much damage through it. We'll have to try to back away. So they get a really good kill, and then so first Aegis will go to Talon. Likely from Mikoto. Tried to pick it up. It went inside the tombstone. He grabbed Allied himself.
It's beautiful.
By accident. Quinn.
Finding some friends.
Yeah, looks like Celeri's going to be the sacrifice here.
We've got the nullifier on Mr. Jabz, which
waiting for Talon to make a move with his Aegis. Definitely a difficult thing to fight into. I mean, they can burn the Aegis really quickly. We'll see if they can. 23 Savage has to get off his BKB, gets off the Sunder off the top, and dyrachyo does not have BKB until now. Gets nullified. It's be too late, but Ace comes in with the Ravage on the 4 heroes. Static Storm based on the Razor and the Sunder. Grab Ally will save TB for now, but that's not going to be very long, in fact, because the Aegis is now expended. dyrachyo, he's nullified. He has no BKB this time. The Illuminate rips right through him. 70 seconds on the deck. That's what you get when you combine Block of Cheese, Aghanim Scepter, and Shard, as Talon and Gaimin Gladiators are smoked up.
Oh, the
Ravage from Ace to the Static Storm onto 2. That's 2 cores dead. No, the grab ally saving for the time being, but it's again only a short amount of time. Oli dead on top of it. Mikoto lives along with the Keeper. We're just seeing the power of this Static Storm Aghanim Scepter as Q will go into the tree line. They can get a little bit of vision.
Run away, old man.
Relocate, or he's going to be able, he's actually alone right now. But the
Q comes
coming from below, Q. They don't have vision yet. There's a kinetic field keeping Q in the area, and that's going to be a 4th kill in this fight for Gaimin Gladiators. Now they have Blood Mist.
Gaimin are checking if Roche could be up, and they're going to smoke themselves as well, as they did give up their area earlier. But tOfu will place another ward on the ground.
It's all about tOfu. There's a Searing Chains first onto dyrachyo. tOfu waiting in the back. They're going to get the spot here. The Ravage is only onto 2, and
that's
it's really
zombie.
just on the zombie, man.
He's very dead.
They get him. He's going to buy back instantly, though. dyrachyo gets chased completely. Nullifier still applies. He's going to get linked as well. And the Big Gush coming out. Yules going to hold Mikoto in place for the time being. Blood right onto a couple heroes. 23 Savage forced to use his BKB. Quinn, no link for you because that is reserved for dyrachyo now, apparently. 70 seconds of no Lesh, and Roche is spawning in 15.
Gaimin going into the next fight, I mean, surely, they must know. We want to, Ravage Static, one of the, more important heroes. But right now, Talon, they're getting a lot of stuff which just allows them to continuously go in.
Oh, they might find the Lash as Quinn is going to get linked up and relocated. So actually forced the BKB from Jabz as well. There's lots of TPs coming in. And Seleri, I'm just going to call it now. He's dead.
A very good call.
Quite dead.
Wow.
There he goes. Despite no stuns, the root acts as a stun when you don't have a Dispel in some ways.
He has Demon Zeal, my bro.
Recall then. Okay, they're not going to go for it as Jabz in the trees. dyrachyo would be a big target. There's Eye of the Storm #1 with the BKB. There's the Refresher on top of it, but they don't have the slows needed as dyrachyo with a little baby relocate. It's going to be enough for him to get away, but the focus is on this Disruptor for Mikoto. They finally get the kill, but he does have buyback on Seleri, and a lot has been expended from Talon, honestly. I feel like Gaimin could actually still fight with his buyback still intact. Seleri is dead. Another creep wave coming in.
Maybe you reload back here, but that doesn't feel good. Then they can just invade you.
Yeah, if they show mid, then I think Talon just goes. But here's the fight.
Oh, jab up.
Jabz, first BKB. There's the refresher to follow. He's going to get ruptured, though. dyrachyo trying to kill him in the meantime, taking a lot of damage as Quinn. He's not the one linked up again. He's getting countered by 23 Savage. dyrachyo trying to run away as Mikoto chasing him down with another sleight of fist. He's dead. No buyback for him. Finally, the Ravage comes out, but not to much avail as Quinn is just going to drop dead as well. And Seleri buying back into the game, but there's nobody to link up because all his cores are dead. And it looks like this might be a dieback for Seleri. Triple kill for 23 Savage. And their world is their oyster. That's not the saying, but they can get the racks. And Mikoto shows up in the mid lane, takes it. Yeah, in the melee form now. 23 Savage not wasting any time. Demon Zeal activated.
This is a fast push. I think they're going to go both for more.
Almost megas. There's still that range racks with a little bit of HP in the top lane. They'll probably go finish that off. And if they want to play it super safe, they just go kill Roche now. As Gaimin Gladiators start to spawn. Okay, they're going to go for the tier 4s. Demon Zeal again from 23 Savage.
They're just waiting.
Ooh, a refresher onto Ace, though, so if you can find a good Ravage, anything can happen. The spot Mikoto, the Yule, to the Static Storm. Ravage #1 from Ace, but the BKBs come out from Jabz and 23. He actually goes inside the tombstone for some reason. He's perfectly healthy. dyrachyo able to pound down this Raven. That's going to be a kill for dyrachyo. Looks like Quinn does die, buys back in the game along with Jabz.
Oh my god, Ace.
Thunder onto Ace as he gets his second Ravage out, knowing that he cannot buy back. It's only there in a defensive measure, though, as Gaimin Gladiators on the run. Their base starting to get overwhelmed by creeps.
Mikoto going for more.
Finds Seleri linking up, but the remnants are coming for you, and he will take a tumble again. But the Yules into the split earth. No, Mikoto getting out the BKB, and at 23 Savages here with that meta form, focusing everything now onto Quinn. Does find some distance though, but now the buildings are in the way. Gets the Yules, nullifiers there. There's Jabz with the refresher, getting off the Eye of the Storm and the nullifier, but Lesh able to get back into his base safely as a big static link onto dyrachyo is going to provide a lot of damage for Jabz. The tier 4 #2 is killed. And now the Ancient fully exposed. dyrachyo goes down to a casual plasma field, buys back into the game, but with his Ancient completely exposed, this should be the end of game 1 shortly.
Oh, the splitters.
Quinn, that's true.
They've got a lot of
extremely annoying. Nullifier now into dyrachyo. He cannot afford to die here. Big Lightyear comes out, and that's going to be the death of the Bloodseeker, a dieback. And now it looks like Quinn is next. A casual grab ally for no particular reason is used.
Oh,
just
as Talon
disappeared. And Talon take game 1.
Honestly, they look damn good. Mikoto putting on a hell of an Ember show.